Oh, what a beautiful morning, and it sure is. September. It's duck season in England now, 1st of September. I couldn't get any wild duck at the moment, but I wanted to do this lovely dish. So we're going to do some slow cooked leg of duck with a Bramley apple mash and cider sauce. So first thing we're going to do is going to get this duck on. So we've got some lovely duck legs here, some cloves of garlic, some thyme, some onions, some celery, some seasoning. That's for the sauce, we'll do that later. Oops, that's running away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my legs into my pot. I've preheated the oven to gas mark 3, and then I'm going to just quarter the onion. I'm just going to chop through them, leave the skin on, chop the celery, put my thyme in, and I'm going to put that in the oven with no fat, because obviously the leg's got plenty of fat on. And I'm just going to let them gently tick over and slowly roast for an hour. Right then, let's get this onion. Just going to quarter it. Put it in my trusty old Le Creuset pan. I've had that pan 15 years and it's still going. It's an amazing bit of kit. Yeah, you pay the money out up front, but I've had that for 15 years and it's just an awesome bit of kit. So I'm just going to halve those garlics, skin as well. And I'm going to get those in the pot. So get them. Lay my thyme in. Just roughly chop through them celery sticks. Oh. And get those in. You can see that pot. I'll spin round. Just going to season it up. Pepper. Some salt. Just going to put the lid on that nice and tight, which be over here. So gas mark 3 then in the oven for an hour, and we'll check it in about half hour, you know, and baste it, see how we're getting. I have just taken that pan out of the oven, as you can see. Just want to show you inside. That's been going for about 45 minutes. I said an hour, I might leave it an hour and a half. But as you can see, all that oil, I've added nothing, and that's come out of that duck. I mean, that's going to make great roast potatoes when we're finished. So I'm going to put that in back into the oven for about another half hour. I want it to be tender. As you can see, there's still a bit of give there. And then what we'll do is we'll turn it up, and then we'll get on with the mash and the sauce. So that'll go back in. As you can see in there, then there's my duck legs. They've been in for an hour and 20 minutes. You can see all that fat there. It's rendered out of them, and they've shrunk a bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drain that off, and then I'm just going to put the legs back into the oven on a hotter heat on a gas mark 7, and we're going to start to roast them then for about 25 minutes. Right, there they are, I've drained them off. So what I'm going to do then, like I said, in the oven, gas mark 7, we'll get them roasting, and then I'll spin you around the ingredients for the mash and the sauce. Alrighty then, for the mash, I've got 1 cooking apple. I'm going to peel it, core it, slice it, 1 nice floury potato. I've got a good knob of butter, a little bit of caster sugar, and we're going to start cooking those. So basically all I'm going to do is get that potato on. I think you all know how this goes. Just cut it like that in my pan. I've got some boiling water here to get it going. Put that on there. Crank some seasoning, some salt. Get a lid on that, excuse me, and we'll let that rock. That lid don't fit. That's good, isn't it? My lovely British Bramley apple. Just core it. I shall peel this, and then I shall cut it into chunks, and we'll get it in that pan starting to stew down. So into my pan, as you can see in the bottom right corner there, I'm just going to add a knob of butter, get that going. Stay. Then I'm just going to slice that into chunks, nice and simple. A bit, put that in. Put that other half in as well. Can't beat a Bramley apple. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, I'm going to harp on again. One of our best apples cooking with. So we're just going to let that break down now a little bit. So into my apple mix, just a good pinch of sugar to counteract that tartness. And we want those so they disintegrate, and then we're going to add those with our mash. Right, you can hear the apples sizzling away, potatoes are bubbling away, and I just wanted to spin you around the ingredients for this sauce. So what I've got is 2 shallots peeled and finely chopped, got a good knob of butter, I've got a tablespoon of flour, 250 ml, I'm going to use this beautiful cider again, this local from in Malvern cider, and 150 grams of stock. So what we're going to do, we're going to let that potato and mash break down, mix that together, then we're going to get this lovely sauce on. So I've got my apples soufflé down nicely, my potatoes, they're ready to go. I'm just going to drain them quickly. Put them back on the heat for a minute to evaporate any of that liquid. And what we're going to do, we're just going to mix the apples and the potatoes together with a knob of butter, season them up, and that's our mash. So I'm just roughly mashing my potatoes. Take that knob of butter, put that in there. Check on my apples, they're coming lovely as well. So I'm going to add that to that, and we'll mash that all together. And what we'll do is we'll keep that warm then. I'm going to check on my duck legs in a minute and we'll get on with that sauce. Just season that mash up and just give it a taste, it's fantastic. Some salt, sorry doctor, and some pepper. Give that a spin round. Doesn't worry if it's too lumpy, it's nice and rustic dish. Give it a go. That'll do me. Just want to show you those lovely duck breasts now, taking on some colour, they look fantastic. I think about another 10 minutes and in that time we'll get that sauce on and it should all come together, he says. Right, let's rock this cidery sauce. So in my pan, knob of butter, and my 2 peeled and chopped shallots. And all we're going to do, no colour on them, just gently heat them through till they go soft. I suppose I better measure out me a 250 ml of cider. 250 there, and 0.250 there. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, so I've put the camera on the pan now so you can see what's going to happen. I'm going to add in my flour to my softened shallots. Just cook the gluten out of it so it's not too claggy, and then we're going to add a bit of this at a time. Then you have to keep stirring here now so you don't get lumps. So you give it one of them, have a bit of that till it starts to thicken. Just keep going. Think of good things like drinking cider on a sunny day. So I'll continue to do that, and then we'll add that chicken stock. Then we're going to reduce that right down then. So there's the cider in there. Then I'm going to add that chicken stock. There it looks in there now. Put that in. 150 ml chicken stock. Give it another stir. Turn the heat up full bore. Let it reduce. I just want you to check the level on that sauce there, because what we're going to do, we're going to reduce that by 3/4 so it becomes a nice thick unctuous sauce, which we'll then drizzle around the edge of our dish. Just want to show you those lovely duck legs now, really taking on some colour. I think a few more minutes and they'll be done, and I'll take them out and I'll rest them, and any juice that comes off the resting will go into that sauce. As you can see, that sauce has come real down now, starting to thicken up. Lovely that is. If you think it's getting lumpy, just keep giving it a stir. Whisk it up, baby. Okay, it's time to build this beauty. You can see that's really come down now, nice and thick. So I'm just going to leave that, you know, going while I plate this up. So we'll start with that lovely mash. That lovely apple and potato mash. A lovely big dollop in the middle. Some great smells in here now. Put that over there. And get those lovely roasted duck legs. We just put one on like that. And then we'll split this one. Put a thigh on there like that. And stand that bad boy up like that. Okay, you can see how that sauce has come down. Get it by the plate. And all we're going to do is spoon it around. I mean, how many times you get a duck, or do you buy a duck, or get given a duck, you know, and you just use the breasts, and you think, what am I going to do with those legs? Well, now you know. There is my slow cooked leg of duck with Bramley apple mash and a cider sauce. Okay, you know I hate doing this bit. I've got to get in there. Oh, look at that. All that mash, some of that sauce. Oh yeah. That is fantastic. Just want to show you some of that lovely duck. Fantastic. With that mash, that sauce, out of this world. Thank you for watching.